one of the aspects of my education where I learn the most in the not necessarily the models, but I learn how to apply them and use them for a company. And I think that's very important for every student to actually learn and understand, because you don't always get that from sitting in a classroom and learning from your teachers. Of course, you learn all the aspects and all the ideas of how to use it, but you don't get the chance of applying it, which is why I think that most people should do these types of challenges.
The scope of the business challenge was to actually create a brand strategy for a company. So the idea was to actually implement our knowledge and our understanding of what we've seen so far in university.
All the week was very challenging, and we spent too much time working on it. But teamwork was the key. So at the end, the presentation, I think it was my favorite part. We really wanted to give the client the idea that we made this work and we enjoyed this work all together.
So this is just a great experience, just to have something where you can draw back on that and say, oh, well, I was working on this project and I got to apply it in real time to a real company, and this is what I did, and this is how I did it, and this is how I worked with others. So it's a really great thing, and I guarantee I will bring it up in every interview I do.
That we had a chance to work with the company, and we actually, our strategy potentially can be implemented in the general strategy of the company. So
this organization we worked with, Oxfam, aims at helping people, giving not only food, but giving them the means to achieve the rights. Okay, it's important to give money, to give food and everything, but it's also important to give people the means to establish themselves in the world and to give them an identity, because if they don't have the means to achieve what every human being should achieve, it's kind of pointless, because they will never develop, they will never grow.
In the future, in every job related to marketing, management, everything in the business world, this has to do with teamwork and has to do with little challenges that need to be overcome every now and then. So I think this is a very nice intro to what's going to happen in the future, in my future career.
So I also think that one of the important things that came off is, I'm happy to say that my group was the winner of the Best Brand Strategy award. And apart from being something that we can, add to our CVs, something that we can put up on LinkedIn and really, have it as be something that helps us for employability in the future, it also almost validates the fact that we know what we're doing in our course. We are studying well, we are on the right track. So I think having a client be happy with the work that we're presenting to them is pretty much the best outcome of this entire exercise. And I think we were told much later that the client was so happy that they'd like us to come back and make the presentation to other management in the Oxfam Intermon.
Dr. Donna May is our course leader, so I think she was very helpful to us throughout the entire process, throughout this week, because I think one or twice she came to our group and she started giving a little feedback of our discussions and saying what kind of direction we should do, as well as with the Austral group, the entire organization, as every day was planned accordingly. We had different teams, different assignments to do as a group on the Zoom calls, breaking rooms. So I think everything was very organized and very well planned.
Within the very small and limited amount of time, to learn, to grow, and to challenge ourselves eventually to achieve new knowledge and new experience. So I think both of these challenges were extremely helpful and extremely motivating for even further development.